All right, this new lesson is on slope-intercept form, and you are going to hear a lot about y equals mx plus b, especially if you're plugged into the classroom and what's going on in the classroom. I think people remember y equals mx plus b, which is this equation right here, more so than they remember what it is. So what I want to do with this first video here is I just want to kind of show you where it comes from and what it means, and also why we even need it. Okay, so let's take a look at, we got a graph here. All right, I'm gonna say that I have we're gonna say that we have a line. All right, and I'm gonna make this in red. All right, and supposing I have a line, let's see if that straightens out. Great, I have this line right here, okay? And then I'll put my arrows on the end of it. And then supposing I have, this line right here, okay? And then let's say I have, I have this line. Oh, wait, that didn't work. Undo that. Mr. Simon's showing his tech skills right now. We've got mad tech skills. All right, so we've got 3 lines here. Now, here's the thing. What if I said to you, okay, tell me the difference between the red and the blue line, right? And so so this line, tell me the difference between the red line and the blue line. Well, the obvious difference, right, would be, well, the blue line is going down as it goes from left to right, and we know that if it's going from left to right and it goes down, then you have a negative slope, right? And as it goes from left to right, if it goes up, you have positive slope. So the blue obviously has a negative slope, right? And then the red would have a positive slope. Okay, so in this case, you would be able to say, well, one's positive, one's negative, and that's one distinguishing feature about it, right? But the thing is, the slope's not really enough, because if I look at my red and my green line, so if I look at this one and this one instead, they both have positive slopes. And yeah, you can obviously see that the red line slope is steeper than the green line, or is less steep than the green line, meaning the green line slope is going to be greater. But there's other distinguishing features about this that are really important and that we need to talk about. So one of the things that we're going to talk about now is called slope-intercept form. All right, I'm going to write this down, slope-intercept form. So we're going to look at lines from the standpoint of 2 different things. So first of all, slope, and we know that slope is, we decided to call that M a couple lessons ago, right? And slope is basically, how steep, right? So how steep is your line, and then is it going up or down, right? So those are the 2 features we can get from slope. But then this other thing over here, this intercept, what this means and how this is really valuable is this tells us where does the line cross the y-axis. So that's why we call it slope-intercept form, because the new form of the equations you're going to use, and we'll write that equation up here, even though it was on the first page. We got y equals mx plus b. So it has our slope in it right here, and then it's got our y-intercept right there. So with those 2 pieces of information now, you can come up with any 2 lines and distinguish whether or not they're different from each other or not. Right? And that's enough information. All you really need is 2 points to be able to graph a line. This will allow you to do that. And not only will it allow you to do that, but it will also allow you moving forward to plot lines in a quick, easy, methodical way. And it will also allow you to write equations of lines in a really fast, simple, straightforward way. We just need to understand a few skills first before we do it. And you already know one of them. You already know slope. So you guys got this part down. You should have that now, and that's your rise over your run, right? Or your change in your y over your change in x, right? And we have our equation that we know how to find from 2 points. So now just adding the y-intercept to that gives us a little more power with writing equations. All right, so we're going to move on to the next video from here, and this is just kind of showing you the necessity for this equation.